Hey guys, welcome everybody. We're hosting Blitz challenges here on lichess and Twitch. International Master William Pascal. Thanks for joining my stream. No matter what time it is, I'm going to keep doing this until I'm completely broke. Alright. We're taking challenges 5+3, casual. Daylight savings time. Yeah, most of the people here are in Europe or North America. But I never really thought about, India. What about other countries that don't have? I know there's some isolated countries that don't have daylight savings time. Maybe there's some countries in South America. I'm not sure, but yeah, I wasn't thinking that it really matters for people with no daylight savings time. What's up, Snuggles the Snail? For me, the hard part is adjusting my schedule with people that I'm working with in North America. We get out of sync for like 2 weeks. But for those of you without daylight savings, the whole schedule will change. Yeah, I was going to wonder about the Asian countries. It depends on how close you are to the equator, is Troll's argument. Closer to the sun or something. Alright, welcome everybody. We're going to take challenges here. I'm going to get started. 5+3 casual, Sumil Mitra. You do have to be a subscriber to play first. Well, let's just put it this way. Subscribers have preference. If we don't have any subscribers, what about Hanishberger? Troll never subscribes. BR Carlson is not a subscriber. Right. My streams are starting an hour earlier. I understand now. Alright. Spring forward and fall back. I've only lived in Europe and the United States, so that's the limit of my experience. Mainstream Monday. Thanks, Astrobate. I don't know if Hanishberger might be a subscriber. Ham for free, welcome. Astrobate. Snuggles the Snail. Snuggles the Snail. I love that name. They subscribe me all the time. Yeah. Hanishberger. He's an X. Everyone's an X sub here. I'm just going to take the challenges as I got them. Too many X subs around here. I guess X subs are better than no subs at all. What's up? Ham for free? Thanks for watching. Not the London system, please. Should I just play D6? Just try to implement an anti-London system setup to start with? We'll transpose to the King's Indian. Astrobate, thank you for a donation, sir. This impoverished streamer appreciates it. Quality chess and above average vocabulary as usual. Above average, maximum. Maximum. The exchange on e5 is uncommon. He's trying to play some kind of exchange variation. Is the Trompowsky attack forbidden too? No. The Trompowsky is quite interesting, actually. Oh, wait a minute. You're dropping your e4 pawn. Hello. Hello, hello. Pardon me. Too quick. It's not the normal variation of the King's Indian. I've played knight a6 here. It's a trap. Better not be a trap. Svanigs, welcome. Dongers, welcome. Tezek, welcome. Monday morning. Thanks, guys, for watching. We're just taking challenges 5+3 casual. Nothing wrong with the Trumpowski. I was lamenting yesterday how boring the Tory attack is. In addition to the normal complaints about the London. I think I'm just up a pawn here. You're probably thinking of a slightly different position. If I were to take on g5, he would have pretty well mobilized pieces and be doing well, but that's not obligatory. But you never know. I mean, it could be a line I'm not aware of. Definitely. Knight f6. Challenging his knight on d5. That looks good to me. Is there any objection? Do you have any objection? I was almost tempted to play knight c5, but that's a little bit weird. If aliens came down from outer space and saw Sunil Mitra playing, they would think that the time is more important than the moves. You really got to learn to take your time. Use your time. He's just like rapid fire moves. This is the problem with online chess and Bullet in particular. It's becoming like mindless. It's just mindless moves, you know, without any plan. I mean, not completely mindless, but you're just constantly sacrificing quality for speed. Basically goes against everything I try to do here when people play like this. This is the antithesis of what I try to do. He's not using his time. He plays as fast as physically possible. He's lost all the games he's played against me. If he actually took his time, I bet that wouldn't be the case, you know? Now I've got a problem with d7. This is getting a little bit weird. And I don't like his rating being 1298. Dude, you're not 1298. What is the deal? I just give up. How could he possibly be 1298 and be this good? He was completely equal at one point. Now I understand being 1298. He's like giving pieces away. Like, he offered me a draw. At one point, he's like completely okay. -2, -2, -2, and after knight d4, he's equal again. Just don't understand it. After I stream and you watch my stream a lot, I'm trying to tell people not to play too fast, to concentrate on making good moves, but they don't learn. Alright. The time control is 3. Sorry, you confused me. The time control is 5 + 3. I'm only playing 5 + 3 casual. Troll on a roll, VR Cross and Glideson. Glideson earlier said hi. I didn't respond. Got distracted. Welcome. Alright. Trolly Rolly. No, I do that. Sometimes it is. Some people troll you by offering draw like before they resign, but some people it's a mouse slip. The draw button's next to the resign button. I understand. It can happen. How about my queen here? I don't know why Troll has this obsession with chess 960. I don't think he had that when he first discovered my stream. It developed later. This is mate on e7. That would be a nasty cheapo. And c6 is probably a bad move. I pretty much hate chess 960. But I accept playing it because there's an argument that it's probably constructive for your game. It's fun, and if you like banging your head on a wall, I could see how it can be construed as fun. This could be fun. Wow, I just hung my central pawn. That was good. I even showed him like how he had mate in 1 here. And proceeded to like give him this pawn. My god. Alright, that's good. Good start. Bullet chess 960 ham for free is obviously the way to go. Boulet. French bullet. This looks bad already. I'm gonna lose something soon. Damn. How's my king doing? It's the fast troll or slow troll today? It's fast troll. One day he just started playing faster. That was weird too. He lost on time almost every single game he played against me. And one day it just stopped. Suddenly he's like super fast. That's not too weird, right? Nothing weird about that. Yeah, his piece coordination is suspicious. He has like a piece coordination bot or something. It's always like that. He can almost instantly make perfect moves. Definitely suspicious. You can send... What? 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 I'm lost in like 30 seconds. It is suspicious how strong he is. If he's 1500, I don't even want to talk about it. He purposely manipulates his ratings: 1777, 1666, 1555. I would get banned if I did that. VR Cousin, by definition, making your rating 1555, 1666, 1777 is manipulation of ratings. That is sandbagging. He's like purposely making his rating lower than it should be. Obviously, he's not 1555. Although chess 960 ratings are a little lower, his chess 960 strength is like 2,000 plus. He's about 500 points underrated at least. You'd have to like throw games to manipulate your rating like that, or like plan out how you know what rating you're gonna play against for your opponents and stuff. It's pretty weird. It would take a really pretty sick individual to spend their time doing that. It's like a perfect game by white. $1,200 Ultra Bullet, 1,800 Rapid. I'm just lost here. Troll loses to Astrobate on a regular basis. I don't know. I just don't like playing chess 960. I would rather not accept the chess 960 challenges. I don't play chess 960 and I don't practice it, so it's sort of silly for me to play with him. He's not even a subscriber. I think if he subscribed, I would probably be willing to do challenges. But he's not even a subscriber, and I'm agreeing to play this stupid chess knight 60. I don't know why. All right. But not only is he stronger than me, he's faster too. Wade has perfect piece coordination. Okay, that's definitely suspicious. I agree. I'm just gonna resign. This game was, I've got some kind of lag or something. I'm not gonna play chess knight 60 anymore. All right. Not interested in chess knight 60. Sorry, dude. He's just too suspicious as well. I mean, that play and that speed and his ratings is just too weird. I'm not going to do it anymore. Yeah, nice chess 960 engine you've got there. Whatever it is. Do you have a program that like gives you perfect moves for the opening in chess 960 or something, troll? Is that how you do that? What is this? He has like the chess 960 opening Explorer or something turned on. I don't know. Even that would be pretty bad. If you had the chess 960 opening Explorer turned on, you'd be getting a lot of games from bad players feeding into it probably. That wouldn't even work that well. Too many like poorly played games here on lichess. You would actually get a lot of bad recommendations. You need an over-the-board chess 960. An over-the-board chess 960 opening Explorer to play like troll. Tomorrow night I'm hosting a Blitz tournament. I gotta remember to create that. 6:30 CET tomorrow. You did it all on your own, troll. Because there's nothing suspicious about your ratings whatsoever, right? That's completely normal. I don't know how you haven't been banned already, honestly, whether you're a cheater or not. I mean, when you set your ratings at 1555, 1666, 1777, I don't understand how lichess hasn't flagged you for rating manipulation. They're really dude, that is cheating. Manipulating ratings is cheating. You don't understand. Rating manipulation is enough to have you banned from lichess. I have one of my students who got his account closed. He was accused of like losing games in bullet or something, and manipulating his rating. Let's see. Bishop takes e4, knight a5. You're making a mockery of the rating system on lichess. I guess I should move to a different square. Maybe back. Speaking of mockeries, I mean, in the grand sense of the universe, it doesn't matter, troll. But still, if we're gonna play here, I don't want to be playing like 1,300 players who play like 2,000s. Yesterday, there was a guy in my simul who played a 6 cent pawn loss game into the end game, who was supposed to be 1,600. I mean, I find that very hard to believe. In the grand scheme of things, I don't think the ratings mean anything, but if I'm going to play here against people, I want the ratings to at least be an accurate, relatively accurate, close approximation. I don't want to go into a game, see someone's 1,200, and then have them play like a master. A 6 CPL game, it was a simple position, but still, he was making very subtle moves. I just resigned in a clearly worse ending. You can feel when you're playing against a computer. Why would somebody cheat in a simul? I give up. This is a weird game by Vera Carlson. I thought he played very strangely. But maybe he's fine. Prepare extra hard. Maybe for the people who are like here every week, That's true. For the regulars on my stream, there are some people who prepare for games for me. There's a handful of people who do that. Yeah, that's true. But not what I'm talking about. I mean, I've said many times ratings aren't important, but Troll is kind of taking it out of context. If I'm going to bother to play on an online site, I don't want it to be a complete mockery. I'm just saying, like, my life doesn't depend on what my rating is. I don't care if I'm 2,700, 2,600, whatever. But I don't want to play people who are manipulating the ratings. But Troll, do you understand how impossible the variations in your strength are? Like, one day you lose on time. For like 3 years you lose on time every single game. Then you're playing like 1,400 strength, and then like the next week you're like super fast and like 2,100 strength. I mean, you think that's believable? Or Or what are we supposed to think? You have multiple personalities? You have like massive variations in playing strength and speed that are almost impossible to possibly rationalize. Your playing strength varies by about 700 points, and the playing speed varies dramatically from extremely fast to insanely slow. It's like, you know, if you didn't play so many games with me, I would be convinced there was something fishy about your account. And I'm still not sure. The only thing for sure is that you're a very strange person. Alright, what am I doing here? And I mean that in the best possible way. Okay, so if you're at Carlson also speed-oriented to the extreme, I'm surprised on 19-1 against him. Simon Williams. We played a tournament game many, many years ago. Bernie Williams. Don't be results oriented. Who cares? I don't really know him that well. He was a kid when we played and it was a draw. I sacrificed a piece for 3 pawns. You don't know my style that well because I'm only playing like surface chess here and like 5-minute chess online. It's not that simple. Basically when I play online I try to keep positions really, really straightforward and positional. But I mean, if I was to play one-on-one chess, my game is a lot different. I'm much more aggressive and willing to take chances and whatnot. But I think Simon Williams just likes to have this sort of macho. He likes to have kind of this macho, psycho-attacking image. But really, he's pretty coffee house. This is mate. White took a perfectly good position and made it himself. But honestly, if you looked at my tournament games, you would see something very different. You know, I'm much more creative when I'm playing one-on-one. But I mean, when I'm playing here, I have to be playing blitz. I don't know. It's just not possible to play such interesting chess. But it's possible toward my later years I've been too conservative. Gleitson. Who else is a subscriber? Alright, Henry Boy's a subscriber. Truth always wins, subscriber. We will, and I don't know, Kakaturi's not, but let's take these subscribers first. I don't remember the last time I played Simon Williams was maybe some kind of online blitz games. We've probably played a few. I think my score against him was close to equal. I'm not sure. We probably played a handful of blitz games over the years online. I don't consider him to be a very strong grandmaster, but he's decent. Maybe he's a little too creative, trying to play these weird openings and stuff. Unconventional to the extreme. Kakaturi is a sub 2. This is a mistake. You're playing the Marshall defense now. After g6. Actually, what did I just do? Knight f6. Oh, I played knight f3. I'm an idiot. I got distracted. I'm supposed to play c takes d right away. So this is not a Grunfeld. I'm constantly criticizing people for playing like knight f3. You should play c takes d here and destroy the enemy center. Well, I'm going to play any subscribers first. So Henry Boy subscribed yesterday. I think those are the only... I don't know about Shanka Deep. I don't think he's a subscriber. So it looks like just Henry Boys. And then we start from the top of the list. But Truth Always Wins. This is not a good variation. I mean, not a good opening, I should say. The chess 960. If you're Carlson, you're thinking this is a Grunfeld. But it's not really a credible opening for black. This is a... It's like a Grunfeld imitation. Pseudo-Grunfeld. Do not do what Truth Always Wins here did in the opening. I should have just played c takes d. This is the only good move for white. Any other move would allow black to transpose to a proper opening. I'm obligated to play c takes d there. It is just bad. Unless you're like Mamajarov or something, you're starting the opening with -1 pawns. Something like -1 pawns for black. I mean, it's basically a winning position. White's like superiority in the center is so great. I'm not sure about this exchange of bishops. Any kind of exchanges kind of relieve his cramped position slightly. So maybe that's wasn't the best idea. Oh, he did exactly the same thing against me in another game. The Marshall Tucker ban? What is that? Sorry, Glypson has to go. I'm just gonna take the challenge we've got. Nobody's allowed to play rated. I'm in a bad enough mood already. Check. Maybe a blunder. Truth Always Wins has kind of homemade. He's got the homemade attacking ideas here. A typical sort of homemade attacking style. Sacrificing a piece for 2 pawns. Not enough. It is not enough. This move is not so great, apparently. Yeah, now we're just getting crazy. He had Queen H4 there, and I think I have to think twice about what I'm doing. I don't think Knight G5 was really right. Sounds like a lyric. I'm not-ism. Of some vague recollection of mine. Yeah, I thought so. Yes. Great album. One of the greatest. Alright. Very creative guy. Although I don't like the way his music has sort of mellowed out too much. I don't really like his newer stuff. Okay. I'm going to take this challenge. Oh, Hendry Boys. What? I missed you? I was supposed to play you. Hendry Boys, you got to give me the correct challenge. 5+3. Give me the correct challenge. When you, your time control is wrong. Yeah, I was supposed to play you next. But anyway, your time control is wrong. Make it 5+3. No, I don't have for free. You seem like a self-taught player. You're playing non-conventional stuff. Astrobate's favorite opening. Vera Carlson, do you actually watch my stream? You've never seen me play E4 before? I play it like regularly. Well, he's somebody who's been brainwashed by. He's been brainwashed by Eric Rosen or something. Dude, this loses by force for black. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. If you want to have a lost position in like 6 moves, you can play this opening for black. But the guy's out of his mind to teach like little kids to play this stuff. I've never seen this position before. It looks like it should be like massively better for white. I don't know, Vera Carlson, like I played a simul yesterday with 25 players and like a fifth of my games are e4. I play e4 all the time. I don't prefer it as much. It's a strange position here. Maybe bishop c4. Well, I prefer knight f3, d4. But I've been playing e4 since 1991. I know less theory with e4. I offer lessons, but I'm all booked up. I had someone approach me about lessons this week by email. There's only so much of me to go around. We have to reteach people, you know, reteach them. Correcting the mistakes of Eric Rosen. This is like an Ivanchuk position or something. My favorite variation there was like knight f2, king f2, queen h4 check. But after knight f2, queen f3, he's probably lost. So now what? Queen g5, bishop f2 check, king e2. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I'm going to send an email to this guy. I'm going to be like, look, I don't have any availability right now. But if you're interested in a couple weeks, if somebody stops taking lessons, I can get back to you. And a lot of people might take that as like really arrogant or something, but I mean, that's what I can do. I can't teach any more people because I'm really burned out and I'm just like working the maximum I can work. I've got the notification on the lichess coaches page like turned off because I can't take any more students right now. I'm actually getting really stressed out because I've never worked so much. Yesterday I just started feeling I'm just going to teach chess lessons after chess lessons and chess lessons till I die. I started to get depressed about like COVID pandemic and life in general. Alright, but there's still hope. So this is a typical motif, you know, in the double king pawn openings. How much a GM earns from students? I mean, it depends. Like, if you're in the United States, they're charging a lot. But if you're in a country where there's like lower cost of living, it's probably half as much or less. I mean, I would imagine in the US the going rate is at least $100. For a premium grandmaster, about $100 an hour. But if you go to another country, like I would imagine it could be here in Hungary, GMs probably teach for $30 an hour. So it really depends on where you are. There's a lot of good trainers in Hungary, but not that many of them easy to find or, for example, necessarily like fluent in English. But I'm not a GM. If I have to move back to the United States at some point, I'm going to have to raise my rates. I pass on the savings to the consumer. Alright, guys. I gotta be careful here. Don't play the Stafford Gambit. We actually transposed from the Stafford Gambit to the Afromeyev variation of the Petrov. This is something I recommended to acerbate. The Stafford is losing for black if you accept it and just play d3, but there's some traps you can fall for. I think it's easier to just play d4. Now, what about rook f1? Like, seriously, living in the United States, I would have to raise my rates just to pay for health care. It's out of control. How much do people pay in the United States for health care on average? It's like a racket. You pay like a third of your finances toward health care, unless you're like on. It's ridiculous. That's why I would literally have to raise my rates by like at least 25% if I lived in the United States because of paying for healthcare. It's crazy. The list is the smart chess player, JZAD, and Shankhadeep. No, I always tell the story how my mom had to go to the hospital. Just an ambulance ride costs like $3,000. I mean, officially. That's how corrupt the U.S. healthcare system is. Ambulance ride in Hungary, $10. Or something like that. It's just ridiculous, man. That's why I don't move back to the United States. It's all a scam. So insurance companies can get rich. Sorry for ranting. Alright, anyway. We're up a piece here. Up a rook. Momentarily. Alright, the smart chess player. So if I ever move back to the United States and I start teaching chess from there, you guys will know why I have to raise my rates on you. The smart chess player. I'm just taking open challenges. It's 11:55. I'm here till 1:15. We got plenty of time left. I'm sorry, Cockatiri, I'm supposed to wait. I'm gonna bail on this challenge. Smart chess player, you have to wait. I'm supposed to play Hendry Boys. Sorry, Hendry Boys and Cockatiri are subscribers, and I got excited ranting about healthcare. I'm supposed to play the subscribers first. I will expect a re-challenge from that player, and I will take them first. After these two subscribers. I had Indian food the other day. It was excellent. Don't make me hungry, I'm not ism. Speaking of bread. There's a bread situation. I know there's a COVID outbreak, which is really bad. Don't talk about samosas. Alright. Samosas are delicious. Non-bread. It's a good thing I just ate my breakfast, so I'm not going to be too distracted by this talk about food. Luckily, I had a proper breakfast this morning. We can't be that distracted so easily. Alright. So Henry Boy's playing fast. What is this? The Magnus Carlsen variation? Bishop takes d2 check. Once I lost to Dragon Kosic, my friend, playing queen takes d2 in a horrible game. But honestly, like, this variation is really annoying. Very, very solid for black. I don't think his subsequent play is necessarily accurate, though. Also possible to play d6. Beer. Beer bear. I've never been to India, but my friend Sebe Attila has played a lot of tournaments there. He likes it. One of the most active grandmasters. He was in the hospital with COVID, but he's recovering. He traveled many times to India to play. In 2021, the average cost of individual health care for a 40-year-old across all metal tiers, I think you lost something there, is $495. That's per month. $495 per month, which adds up to $5,000 a year. That's like more than a mortgage payment. That's not normal. It's not normal to have to pay more for healthcare than your mortgage payment for a house. There's something broken. All right. If you have a family of 4, you're looking at like $1,800 a month or something for healthcare for a family of 4 in the United States. Now, if you have a good job and they pay for everything, that's fine. But not so many jobs, have full medical benefits for you and your family. Yes, this is a chess stream. I don't know why I'm on this. If you actually get sick, it's worse. Like hospitalization. I don't want to think about it. I guess I'm never moving back to the United States. Yeah, that's what they do here, troll. Let nature take care of you. That's why we have the highest death rate in Hungary from COVID. Too much nature. Natural care. What will be, will be. So, I don't know. This is a double threat. Well, all I know is that in Eastern Europe, all the countries in Eastern Europe are in a lot of trouble. Poland, Hungary, Slovakia, Czech Republic. We're in a very bad place. He allowed knight takes g6. Yeah, India is also very bad. The worst place to be is Brazil, I guess. The thing that was interesting was here in Hungary, we had like no problem with the virus last year. It was really, really good, the first wave. But now it's out of control. Alright, that's too much information. Thanks for sharing. That's why we miss Bob. Didn't need that information. Well, I mean, some countries are more honest than others, troll, obviously. Like Hungary was ranked higher than Brazil, but I mean, probably they're not counting in Brazil. Some are more accurate than others. Obviously, in North Korea, there's no deaths from COVID. The exchange sacrifice with rook d6 is popular in such situations. Yep. It's not enough, but it'll keep you alive for a little while. But anyway, Black's lost there with the knight on the 6th. Tartakover said knight on the 6th is basically a strategic win in a vacuum. Lots of famous games with this kind of knight. It's basically over unless you can trade it off. Unless you can trade it off with your knight. This might be a mistake by me, actually. I might give him some chances to survive with this move. Probably not. I was gonna take with the pawn. That I think I take with the rook. Actually, there could be some technical problems. I hope there's no... I don't know, man, but Troll definitely smokes something. Does Anon play chess online? Well, I mean, when you're that good... When you're that good, you have to kind of protect your identity, man. I think people are foolish to give away... I mean, like, Hari Krishna is streaming on Twitch now. Okay, he's like top 15 in the world. But he's not a millionaire like Anand, you know, so he's gonna like give away some of his secrets playing online and stuff. But Anand has no reason to. He's wealthy. He has no reason to like give anybody free information about his game. I think it's pretty normal. It's normal to be secretive. Well, I don't know. I would assume Anand would play online. Just that he doesn't openly do it. He does it anonymously. I don't believe like any top player doesn't at least play some online. Even Bobby Fischer probably did. Any of these top 15 players or 50 players in the world who claim they don't play online is probably lying. That sounds like absurd. Yeah, I mean, I feel sorry for these guys like Mamajarov and Hare Krishna starting Twitch channels. I only did this like start teaching lessons and stuff, but I'm not like the world-class player. It's insane and ridiculous that people like Mamajarov and Hare Krishna have to start Twitch channels to make a living. I don't even want to think about it. The other thing is that they want to be like Hikaru. But then why did you start playing chess in the first place? If you wanted to be rich, you know, chess is not the thing. Talk about doing things the hard way. Alright. There's no way that Mamajarov and Hare Krishna and players at that level should be streaming online, giving away their secrets to make some money or something like that. It's just sick, you know? I mean, I guess they're not going to give away secrets, but still, it's just like they should be paid like, I don't know, a few $300 an hour for lessons, and they should have a good living. These guys they're on another plane of existence. You know, they shouldn't have to be chess streamers on Twitch or something. They should be like gods. Alright, so I was supposed to play Kakatiri. I don't think that Magnus is actually a billionaire yet, but he's probably going to be at some point. Maybe. But he is definitely on his way. Probably Magnus has a lot of people in his camp who are part of the deal. He's not like a one-man show there. There's a lot of people behind him. His dad, his managers. He didn't start this Play Magnus thing by himself. It's a reverse C3 Sicilian. I think supposedly Hikaru is wealthier than Magnus. But that probably won't last long. The Magnus company is buying the chess world. Queen A5 check and take the knight. Don't feel bad, Kakatiri. I dropped a piece in 3 moves. Yesterday, on the same check with knight G5. Let's give him another chance. Come on, let's try one more time. 6 moves losses get a free rematch. Yeah, I lost the same night yesterday. in 5 moves. The Caro-Kann is bad for me. I'm not going to play the main line anymore. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I don't think that players on an elite level like Mamedyarov, Hare Krishna should be... They should be able to make a good living without having to be chess streamers. I don't like the direction things are going. But maybe things will go back to normal after a while. The thing is, like, a lot of people, they were like trained to be chess players when they were little kids, and no one ever gave them another option. You know, nobody said, "Hey, Hare Krishna, Mamedyarov, would you guys like to be chess players, or do you want to be, you know, bankers or whatever?" You know, they're just like, "All right, I'm going to be a chess player." And now here we are in 2021. They're like, "Oh, I can make money being a chess streamer. Oh, I want to be rich. I don't care about being, you know, top 10 player in the world anymore." But I feel like that's kind of sad, you know. We're going to sell out for money. These guys shouldn't be reduced to that at that level. They should have like wealthy patrons who just like sponsor them and make sure they're taken care of to play in the best tournaments in the world. It's ridiculous. Sink field. Acerbate. Alright, what are we doing? Well, I mean, alright, I sacrificed the pawn. We have compensation. People selling themselves for money. I love chess, but I'm never going to be a top 100 player. And, you know, so I compromised. But I don't think that Mamedyarov and Hare Krishna and Peter Svidler and whoever else has to do that or shouldn't have to do that. If I could have been a top 10 player, I would never do chess streaming. I would concentrate on trying to become world champion. Distracted by money. Alright. But seriously, it's kind of like, why didn't you just, like, you know, do something else instead? Chess is not the way to become rich. I knew that going in. I'm sure there's a lot of easy ways to get rich if you plan it from the beginning. There's a lot of stupid people with a lot of money running around. All of my college friends, all they ever thought about was how much money they could make from an early stage. They're like, "What? You're going to be a chess player?" I know so many like grandmasters who left the left the chess world to go into like the financial sector and stuff. But they weren't top 10. Like average grandmasters and stuff. Man, I should have some kind of combo. Drifting without a plan here. Yeah, no, I mean, the COVID is messing everybody up. Absolutely. But I still would imagine if you're somebody in the top 10, I mean, the Mamajarovs shouldn't have to be reduced to being Twitch streamers. This is going too far. I just feel offended by it. Hare Krishna Mamajarov trying to copy Hikaru. It's sad. I mean, to be honest, I never started streaming. I never had even the vaguest idea that I was going to make money by doing this. I was surprised when Hikaru started to really make a lot of money. No one could have predicted COVID would happen, and a global pandemic, and now chess will become popular online. What's that, troll? Wow, bishop d5. Knight d5. This is getting kind of annoying. You're bothering me, son. Yeah, I don't watch Hikaru stream. I'm not very close to him, troll. Though we used to occasionally chat online years and years ago. And the last time I saw him, we're on perfectly good terms. I really don't know that much about him. But personality changes for people who became very wealthy? Yeah, that's believable. Money does strange things to people. I'll never change. Too late for me. It is easier to be pious when you're poor. There's a lot of rich people who are pretending to be pious. Sack the exchange? I don't know. I feel like I missed a lot of moves here. If I could play knight 95, knight sack here. I know what I would do if I were black, and that's it. That's the exchange sack you're talking about? Oh. What about retreating my bishop? It's too slow. Or is it? You want to go for it with bishop d3? This is a very last minute decision. Probably a bad idea. I was going to take, but I sacked a pawn, and don't feel like... Not that I minded trading queens and being up the exchange there. The other capture... Anyway, I don't know, the whole chess streaming thing has gotten weird. The whole streaming thing. All I know is I wouldn't share my knowledge for free if I was a top player. Those guys work too hard. Queen f6, nice defense there. Threatening g5? Not exactly. Could you ever draw arrows with different colors? I never. Yeah, you can. There's at least red. Troll. I never use it though. It takes too much time. Alright, Kakatiri. Thanks for the games. I've got a rated challenge. I'm going to cancel that. Praying Mantis. Sada Masagana. These guys are subscribers. Well, Sada Masa is. I'm not sure about Praying Mantis. Karma points. I mean, you can't give away your knowledge for free when you're fighting to be like the best player in the world, though. That's how we started this conversation. Someone asked if Anand plays online. And I said he has to play online, but it's got to be anonymous. Anonymous. That's how I started launching into this entire conversation. There's no way Anand doesn't play chess online. But he doesn't want to like give away his openings, give away any info. He's never openly played online. Smart chess player, I've got to take my subscribers first. That's the rule. Alright. I'm not sure about Praying Mantis being a subscriber or not. We have so many subscribers. Honorary members. Well, Kakatiri, that's a dangerous type of position you were playing there. Grabbing a pawn and... Pawn grabbing is a dangerous occupation. It has a lot of hazards. Hazardous way of life. I prefer not to pawn grab and lose the initiative. Some people like a style of play like that though, but I think it's very difficult. It requires excellent defensive skills, lots of calculation. I just don't like giving the opponent the initiative. So I would much sooner sacrifice a pawn than try to win one. Okay, now this variation is not, unfortunately, not my knowledge is not deep enough. Virat Carlson earlier was surprised when I played e4. I do play e4, but my knowledge of the theory is less. I've lost some bad games with e4 lately. And I don't have as intuitive a knowledge of the openings. And I didn't play as many games with e4. That appears to be a blunder, allowing knight c6. I also have e5. Knight e7, queen e7, e5, bishop e7 takes on f6. So he's probably lost here. I haven't studied this since like 2002 or something. Seriously. There was a brief period with a friend of mine, we worked on the white side of the Sozin against the Najdorf pretty seriously. But that was literally 19 years ago. So e5, maybe my queen is trapped. We ought to like look at this a little bit more deeply. e5 takes, queen a8, bishop e7, queen a7. I guess we're all right. He also has queen a7 straight up at some point. Doesn't do anything. I suspect b5 is just a blunder. Black can just play e5. There's also... I've had other games. Queen c7, I think, was a game I played in the US Championship with John Fedorovich. It was something like 2002. Queen c7. At some point I changed on e6 and it was a draw. Maybe this isn't so simple though. At all. Astery, what are you talking about? Playing in a tournament? Is my queen trapped? Pretty close to trapped. The Las Vegas Chess Festival. I thought it was called the National Open. Are they really calling it the the Las Vegas Chess Festival? Or is that just a name you made up? I would love to go, man. I miss Las Vegas, but it's just too soon. Too soon for me. I gotta get me a vaccine. Though it might come to that. I might actually have to go to the US to get vaccinated. I saw an article yesterday online. A lot of expats are flying back to the United States just to get their vaccination. It might come down to that for me as well. Now my queen is seriously trapped. Well, I get 2 rooks for the queen. And some other stuff. We have delayed accepting entries till we were nearly certain that we could proceed. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine Nevada, Las Vegas in particular, is one of the first places to open up. You got Queen C6 here too. This is way more dangerous than I really comprehended. Bishop E3 was a better move. Without a question. Rook F6. Rook F6. Rook A7. Oh, I have that. Master had that move. Doesn't work, though. It's pretty funny. Rook F6 is a fail. Subtly in grave danger. Probably lost. You don't want to go to Vegas in the summer. That's true. It's a bad time to have that tournament. It used to be a little earlier. They used to hold it in like May. It was hot enough then. Even in May it was. I remember some incredible heat on the Vegas Strip. Even April, maybe. Maybe late April. I think he was close to winning here. Now it's still murky. Oof. I guess C3 wasn't a very good move. That was a mistake by both of us. I shouldn't play G4. He could have played H4, fixing the pawn. Whoa. A5 was a blunder. He might even be holding there. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a draw even at the end until A5. His king is getting back too fast. I need his king to be like in the worst possible position. Maybe like here or something on H1. I think I just don't have enough time. King G5, King C7, Bishop G4, Knight A6, Bishop E2, King B6, King F4, Knight C7, King E3, King C5, King D2, Knight D5. Not to say it's easy, but I mean, how I'm gonna have to put a knight on C4. My pawn isn't advanced far enough. I have no way of blocking that. I have to play like knight C4. It's a draw. Anyway, that's a really back and forth game. Apparently I was winning, but I messed it up. Got my queen trapped. Yeah, I should have played Bishop E3. Much stronger than the game. I don't want to lose my queen. Losing my queen was a bad idea. I'm actually lost here. I was lost from the moment where I allowed F5. Should have played Knight C3 right away. The F pawn is very cramping. Well played game until the last moment by you. Okay, smart chess player came back. I said I would play with him next. He was up in the list earlier. Nothing like a monorail. What's a monorail? Oh, you mean Vegas? I remember going to Disney World. I don't remember the monorail being loud. Is that true? Sounds like conspiracy theory from I'm Notism again. Monorail conspiracies. $6 to get on the bus? Are you serious? Because you're not a high roller? Wait, what's happening here? It's a funny position. Dude, what kind of bus costs $6 to get on? You better be going to another town or something. Check. It better be a Greyhound for $6. What is the best move here? Oh no. Check? It's probably not that good. Queen e6 check, bishop back to e3. So how long can you stay on the bus all day? Masturbate? You just ride around in circles? How far does $6 get you? This is a bad idea. Do not trade queens when down material. Smart chess player got caught in the opening with a trap there. So it's over. He is going to try to invade. Now he lost the knight. Alright, next. We've time for these 2 more games. I've got half an hour left. So at least 2 more games, possibly 3. So Masturbate, it sounds hot. I'm not going to Vegas 2021 chess tournament. But I think they had been moving it later and later, so it coordinated with other tournaments in the States so that foreign players could come and play like a series of tournaments. But everything's messed up by the pandemic now. Yeah, it's getting hot in Budapest. We went from like cold to summer like in the last week. I'm not planning on playing another tournament. I got an organizer talking to me about July. An IM tournament here. But I had to tell him that I won't play unless I get a vaccine. Maybe I can blackmail people into getting me vaccinated. This is the 960 attack or whatever it's called. Not 960. The 150 attack. Whatever, 960, 150. I don't really play the Pierts, so not since I haven't really played the Pierts since I was like 2150, 2200. Pierts is for defenders. Interesting theory. That's not the way it's meant to be, though. It's supposed to be like counter-attacking opening. I've done several tournaments with a mask on. I like to put my like hands on my head and hold my head, like concentrate, and put my fingers near my eyes and stuff like that. I have a big brain, so I have to hold it up. But you're not supposed to like touch your face because of COVID. So I'm sitting here like very awkwardly trying to hold my hands at my sides or something with this mask on. Yeah, it wasn't good. I couldn't really concentrate. Excuses, but true excuses. I felt like it slightly affected my ability to concentrate. I miss doing things. I miss over-the-board chess. I mean, over-the-board chess for me, I've been playing since I was 11. It's, online chess just doesn't fill that. It doesn't fill that void. It just doesn't do it. I can't substitute playing chess on lichess for over the board. Unfortunately. Maybe for some people they're indifferent, but I feel like part of me is missing. I have gone relatively long periods without playing, though, in the past. Bishop e6 is awkward. I need a move here. I have knight e5. Knight e5, knight e5. It's tricky. Knight e5, knight e5, bishop e5, knight e5, knight d5, knight f3 check, pawn takes, bishop e5, f4, bishop e5, bishop c3 is also a move. Then I take... There's some troubles with this pawn here. So I say we play this. And we'll get him with the roundup. Get him in the roundup later. There are some disadvantages with this as well, but minor considerations. a6 stops knight b5, and that's nice. But we had to watch that hole. That line looked very, very complicated. It looks like I could have allowed knight d5, but it was risky to do that. It's not good enough SPG. I mean, white has f4 or even maybe bishop c3 there, which is still not clear. After bishop e5, I guess f4, bishop d6 might hang on for black. So bishop e5, bishop c3, bishop takes c3, b takes c, and I guess maybe I'm okay, but I mean, what do I play? Like king d8? Probably king d8, castles queenside, something awkward like bishop d7, but I'm tied up in knots. Honestly, I don't want to be in that. It's very tricky. Yeah. The other thing is that earlier I could have taken his bishop, which is fine. Mule Skinner, analysis on Thursdays. Wednesday stream, I'm thinking of going back to playing. I try to do game analysis, but people aren't that interested in analyzing serious master games. And my Wednesday streams have been virtually nobody here. So we might have to go back to playing on Wednesdays too. Unfortunately. I just don't think the Wednesday stream is working out. Too intellectual for this proletarian crowd. I was analyzing games on Wednesdays, but there's like 15 viewers. It's pointless. Nobody wants to really take chess seriously. So he played this right. I mean, knight g5 damaged my pawn structure. That was my original objection. But black is okay. Black's up a double pawn. How active can we be here? A suggestion, oh god. Don't do that to me. Did you see my game worth a million against Troll? I was crushed by 1555 rated Troll in Chess 960. We're not allowed to talk about Chess 960 anymore. So you're intentionally torturing me. Are you implying that I need more practice at chess 960? Guys, I have time for one more game. Compensation for the two bishops. He dropped a blunder on me. Probably the only way I'm winning this game is White dropping a piece. Otherwise, it looks pretty equal, honestly. White has compensation. The first rule of chess 960 is not playing it on my stream. I mean, honestly, I didn't play a chess 960 game in like 4 weeks or something, and then Troll challenges me to that. My mind is not, it just doesn't do chess 960. I was in another place. I suppose if someone paid me to like play chess 960 and practice it all day long, I would actually get a decent level at it, but it's just not coming naturally to me. All right. I always thought I would be good at chess 960, but not particularly. I'm probably below average for my level. Princess Chess, welcome. Asprey, thanks for the donation. The next stream will be tomorrow night. Blitz tournament. No chess 960. Haha. Troll's always talking about making me play a chess 960 tournament. Or host one, I mean. Okay, last game. White just dropped pieces. He had a decent position. The opening was okay. I think he has compensation for the sacrificed pawn. Asterbay, 8,000 bits to make the 100,000 badge? Dude, you can do it. So, Mr. Slow was on 100,000 badge, right? Does anybody else that comes to the stream have the 100,000 badge? Unfortunately, I can't play the Nimzo. That's what I thought my first tournament game. No, what was it? I tried to play the Queen's Indian against the Nimzo. That was it. The reverse. My first ever tournament game. Age 12. I played d4, knight f6. How did it go? c4, e6, knight f3. No, knight c3, b6. What is this? Tarash? Why am I playing the Tarash? Does anybody know? b3 is a very unusual move there. That was long before the Buccaneer Bill. How about those Red Sox, huh? Sports. I've given up on sports. You just made me think of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which made me think of Tom Brady, which made me think of the Red Sox, which made me think of the Baltimore Orioles beating the Red Sox 3-0 for the season opener. How sad is that? That's the end of baseball season. After 3 games. When you lose to the Baltimore Orioles 3 games in a row to start the baseball season, you're pretty much done. You're basically done. No sense even continuing after that. Weird move order, but maybe there's no way to take advantage of this. I mean, technically his b3 should have been a mistake. I guess I played the wrong move. I could just play d takes c. That doesn't look that clear, though. I don't know. What about Pete Rose? Astrobate. 80s baseball trivia. What do you got for me? Pete Rose probably lives in Vegas, so he can be closer to the sports book. So what we're trying to do is draw this bishop out so that it can't occupy the fianchetto position on b2. That might benefit me. White is playing the black side of the Grunfeld, essentially. The position looks approximately equal. Some kind of quiet e3 variation of the Grunfeld. When Las Vegas gets a professional baseball team, Pete Rose shall be exonerated. They'll never let him in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I need to start rooting for a new baseball team. Boston just sucks. Alright. Knight c3. So this pawn now. Well, it's kind of crazy when you think about it. The coach of the Boston Red Sox was banned for cheating from baseball for a year, and he's back. But Pete Rose is still persecuted for sports betting, which in a way isn't as bad. My bishop is blocked here. Basically a standard type of position. Usually black would have his sort of setup. He just instantly made that capture. That was a little disturbing. I expected bishop e7. We do have a pin here. Pressure on the f2. So what's next? Well, it just looks rather equal now, sadly. Chess betting approved? The only thing I'm good at betting is presidential elections. I give up on sports. I'd probably be bad at betting on chess too. The last was a Super Bowl. That was a nightmare. The only bet I can win is 2024 presidential election. Bishop e3. Damn. This guy is strong. I mean, 8G. Ugh, I'm stuttering. Excuse me. He played G3. No, H3. What was H3? Why did I start stuttering? He's making one square pawn moves. I don't know why I started stuttering like a maniac when he played H3. Probably wasn't his best move. Alright, now what? I have to admit, I missed king d4. Rook takes, king takes. h6, b4. Take, g5. That's probably a draw. He just instantly has moves. What? He's faster than me in king and pawn in games? That's crazy. Man. I mean, I don't know. I think this is maximum a draw. You're going to play this out? Alright. What was happening there? B6. Black is winning at that point, obviously, here. So here, it's a draw. Was that my best move? Yeah, I was never winning. My evaluation was right. I should try to keep the rooks on. This is just a draw. It's actually my only move. Every other move loses for black except for king d6. King d4 is his only drawing move. He found that using less than 3 seconds. Yeah, now b6 is a draw. You have to play it. What do we both queen? We both queen. I queen with check, but you have a queen already. So you're gonna have to be down a pawn in this queen ending. It's not fun. But actually, that's a drawn king and pawn game. Take, take, take. King d2, king d4. King here, king f2, right? This is a draw. So I can't take the pawn. I would have to try something else, but then there's like perpetuals and stuff. My advantage here is only optical. Looks like it's just a draw. I was almost going to blunder and lose at one point. Alright guys, gotta go. Tomorrow night Blitz tournament, I will set it up and put it in the team page, Pawn and Horses Club. Thanks everybody for watching. We will see you tomorrow night for our Blitz tournament at 6:30 CEST. Bye-bye.